Hey everybody, welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. Remember, before we get to those pitches, hit that subscribe button. We are almost at 100,000 subscribers. And if you hit subscribe, that'll help us get there faster. So hit subscribe, and without further ado, here are my filthiest pitches of the day. I'm going to start with Cristian Javier, who had 7 Ks in 6 innings, and as always, his slider was nasty. But I did want to feature this catch by Martin Maldonado. This is about as good as you'll ever get from a catcher, and he's truly a pitcher's best friend. I love that he's been trying to make this play all year, and he finally did. Mitch Keller had 2 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, and they were both on these curveballs. Brady Singer had 5 Ks and this nasty slider. Alex Wood also had 5 Ks and filthy sliders. But enough with these nasty sliders. The big nasty Lance Lynn made his debut last night, and he didn't disappoint. Well, unless you expected him to shut down the Tigers, which he didn't do. He gave up 10 hits and 3 runs, but come on, we do not watch Lance Lynn just to watch him throw pitches. That'd be boring because he throws mostly fastballs. We watch Lance Lynn for his antics, and he didn't disappoint there. His first K of the year, and he's already dropping F-bombs. Yes, the Pitching Ninja 2021 Foulest Mouth in Baseball Award winner was in mid-season form, letting out an impressive F you and F. You might remember that last year's Pitching Ninja Foulest Mouth Award came down to 2 White Sox cussing legends. I interviewed them last year and asked them about their cussing rivalry. Who would you say on the team has the foulest mouth between you and Lance?
I don't know if Lance has ever been told that I need to keep quiet while pitching because there are kids here.
Goddamn fucking finish.
Liam said that he wins the F-bomb title. What do you think about that?
Yeah, mine are better though.
I think he's more of a scream and bellow, and I'm more of actually putting words out, which is a lot more dangerous.
No, that's an in between the lines guy. I got 3 daughters. I'm a real nice guy, and then in between the lines, something comes out, and that's what it's all about.
Lance Lynn is also a master at making adjustments on the mound. Well, at least these kind of adjustments. Lynn also got into a shouting match with Joe McEwing in the dugout. I think it was about defensive positioning, but Lance Lynn had a hilariously better explanation after the game. I'll go with that. I definitely wouldn't want to debate the big bastard over food.
Yeah, he was trying to get me going. He kept telling me that like filet is better than ribeye. I'm more of a ribeye and potatoes guy. He's a filet and like Caesar salad. So I just told him he was wrong, and then he went back to the coaching third.
Darvish took the bump last night, and I love this pregame as tornado sirens are going off all around him. No one else is on the field but Darvish, and he's doing his warm-ups to get ready for his start. My man is truly laser focused. Darvish did not disappoint with 7 Ks in 8 innings, giving up only 1 run and 5 hits. His cutter was nasty, and he had this great fastball and splitter combo. And here's an overlay of those 2 pitches. You can see why his splitter is so tough. It tracks like a fastball all the way to the plate and dives to the dirt at the last second. That splitter is only 2 miles an hour slower than his fastball, but has sick vertical drop at the end, getting the swing and miss. Aaron Nola had 6 Ks in 7 innings thanks to his knuckle curves and his painted fastballs. His ERA on the year is 3.42, but opponents are only hitting 131 against his fastball and 210 against his curveball. He's also 3rd in the major leagues with 91 strikeouts and only has walked 10 hitters, so he has been really good. But he was facing off against probably the current leader in the NL Cy Young race, Sandy Alcantara, who has a 1.68 ERA, and he's thrown the most innings in the league and given up the fewest hits per 9 of any starter. And looking at his stuff, you can see why. He's just flipping in 101 mile an hour fastballs and 94 mile an hour changeups, as well as painting with sliders. Just next level overpowering stuff. And I love this sequence of 3 changeups, 92, 93, and 94 miles an hour. That is vicious. Phillies legend and broadcaster John Kruk summed up Alcantara perfectly.
You are a stud. A definition of ace.
This game also featured Jesus Aguilar being Jesus Aguilar. I'm not sure anybody has more fun playing the game. Here, he strikes out, clearly misses the ball, and then argues that he fouled it off. You can see Real Muto laughing at him, going, "You didn't foul that off." So Aguilar walks off, grabs the iPad in the dugout to look at the replay, and goes, "You know what, guys? You were right. I really didn't foul that off." And during his next at-bat, he makes sure to apologize to both Real Muto and the umpire. He's just the best. My filthiest pitcher of the day was Alek Manoah. His sinker-slider combo is so much fun to watch. Check out these overlays and you can see why it is so tough. He regularly makes his sinker and slider crisscross on the way to the plate. And my favorites are when his sinker starts out off the plate and ends up in the strike zone, and his slider starts out looking like a strike and ends up way out of the zone, getting a swing and miss. He is a master at using these two pitches. Manoah is tied for the AL lead in wins and leads the AL in ERA with a 1.67. Now on to my filthiest relievers. Ryan Stanek had this 100-mile-an-hour and 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Andres Munoz also threw 100. And not to be outdone, Jhoan Duran had this 101-mile-an-hour fastball and this disgusting curveball. And check out this play by Sanchez. He may not be able to catch that curveball, but he did make a heck of a throw. And now, my pitching ninja moment of zen. It's Tik Tok legend Joey Votto helping a couple of kids out with the finer points of Tik Tok dances.